What a way to start off BTW's 14th anniversary, but with the voice of professional wrestling in the Bay Area for all these years, Alan Bolte. To my left, folks, is Dragon Dave. I'm Hank Renner Jr. Welcome aboard.
I thought you were talking about me for a moment. The voice of the Bay Area. I'm the voice. Who's Alan Bolte?
That's Alan Bolte, and that right there is former Cruiserweight champion, former tag team champion, Hop Sing Lee. Of late, broken up, it looks like, with Lemper. They're going at it in singles competitions. And Hop Sing not winning friends and gaining influence to people.
Oh, you hear that? You hear that, Junior? That sound can only mean one thing, in my opinion.
Well, it means two things in my world now. What's one of yours?
I'll tell you in a minute. There he is, Chico Navarro.
Oh, absolutely. Chico Navarro, very popular as of late with, I know that Brunhilde, that's one of her favorites, along with Jason Styles.
That's because she likes tacos and burritos. That reminds her of Chico.
Well, she eats more than tacos and burritos, that Brunhilde. Anyway, folks, this is Big Time Wrestling. This is in Fremont, the Newark Pavilion, mecca and home to Big Time Wrestling all these years in its guise. Remember, Big Time Wrestling was the show that most of us in our 40s grew up, and here's Alan. Here's Chico making his way in, and Big Time Wrestling was the great franchise, the NWA franchise all those years with the Cow Palace, Pat Patterson, and now Kirk White has taken over and brought us 14 years of great wrestling.
Now, for those people who may not know, Chico Navarro's been gone for a while now. What happened to him? Was he on vacation or something?
Well, Chico Navarro, actually, you never know with him. As we see, the BTW Cruiserweight Champion. Folks, this is a three-way, which is always very dangerous, for the BTW Championship. Well, I want to speculate. I know that Chico has had some injuries, and God only knows, though, with Chico Navarro. You know, he could be flying Air Chico somewhere.
This is one of the kind of matches that a cruiserweight champion, or any champion for that matter, doesn't want to have, because you got two guys going up against you. You can't trust anybody. Everybody wants that title, and that doubles your chances of losing.
Doubles your chances of losing, and unfortunately doesn't double your chances of winning. It just cuts your chances of winning by 75%, Dragon Dave.
But it goes to show you what kind of man Kimo is. Kimo will take on anybody. Doesn't matter if it's a three-way or four-way. He'll take on all comers.
Well, this is a very critical part of a three-way match. This is the opening part where where they're trying to form alliances here, and Chico Navarro, I think, wants no part of Hop Sing.
Well, but that may be a smart thing to do, is form an alliance with somebody, get rid of one. There you go. I told you can't trust anybody.
You certainly can, and Hop Sing should know that. He's a former Cruiserweight champion, former longest reigning tag team champions of all time, him and Le Emperor. I'm telling you, Hop Sing turning his back on Kimo. Well, I guess he trusted him. Kimo's usually quite a reliable tag team partner. Kimo's also a former tag team champion. And look there, so is Chico Navarro, former of Glitz and Glamour. And Timo Canelo with Mike Silva, Shoot to Thrill.
Yes, and of course everybody knows. Whoa, there you go. Hardwood floor, meet Hop Sing.
Oh, he's no stranger to that. Oh, now Kimo hammering away on Chico Navarro. It takes a standing side headlock. Off into the ropes. Big tackle. Down goes the champion. Chico moving very quickly. Haven't seen him move so quickly in years. Oh, and he gets a clothesline for his trouble.
Now, let me get this straight. Whoever wins this match becomes the Cruiserweight champion?
Unless it is the Cruiserweight champion.
Yeah. Does that mean that if Chico Navarro wins this match, he wins the Cruiserweight title?
That would mean something, yes. There's a count by Goggles Goldstein, referee.
Don't you think that's a little bit unfair?
How so?
Chico being a Cruiserweight?
Well, I think he slimmed down a little bit.
Well, he needs to go a little bit further.
Yeah, well, the Cruiserweight Championship are decided by the Championship Committee. The eligibility, oh, look at that, beautiful flying reverse neck breaker. That's it for Hop Sing, except Chico Navarro comes in. You see what I mean? In a three-way match, you have to disable not one but two opponents, and that's very difficult at times.
That's true. And you know what? I mean, in these kind of matches, I think that Chico and Hop Sing Lee should team up and, get rid of Kimo and then the two of them can go at it, and then there'll be a new champion.
Well, that's what they tried to do, but Kimo came back with a beautifully timed double drop kick. That was a gorgeous piece of work by Kimo. He gets better and better every time I see this wrestler. Oh, beautiful tumbleweed from the top rope. Looks like Kimo got the worst of it, too.
Well, and now, of course, whoever gets up first, that's the one who's going to be on top of things. And there's Kimo right there, and there's almost 3 count right there.
Referee Goggles Goldstein, rookie referee, doing actually a fantastic yeoman's job. He was thrown into the foray here in Big Time Wrestling, which is not easy, folks, to referee a match, especially a match like this in Big Time Wrestling where you have anything could happen in BTW.
That's true, and at least he passed the eye test. You know, to be a referee, you got to pass that eye test, and he passed it.
Well, what about to be an announcer, to pass the mental test? How are you here?
Hey, I passed all the tests.
Yeah, the urine test, the blood test.
Even the SAT test.
I'm not so sure about the blood test with you. Now we've got Kimo out of the way here temporarily, hopefully. I hope he's not hurt too badly. And Hop Sing Lee going to work now on Chico Navarro, boots in the corner. Look at how Hop Sing just lays him in there. Could crack a rib. Hop Sing's delivery, you know, he's one of the most dangerous wrestlers in Big Time Wrestling.
Well, he's a master at the martial arts, judo, jiu-jitsu, karate, you know.
Judo?
All of it. You know, judo.
I thought he was Catholic.
You know, he's an expert at kung fu, you know, Yu-Fu, Mi-Fu, all the kinds of fus. He's an expert at all of it.
Well, as long as it's not Fufu. Now, Kimo Kanaloa back in the ring to save his title. Folks, if Chico Navarro had pinned Hop Sing there or vice versa, Kimo Kanaloa would lose the match. So this match goes to whoever pins or makes submit the other wrestler. Very complicated.
And as a matter of fact, Kimo, he could lose the title without even getting pinned.
Yes, he could. That's the danger of one of these three-ways, but it looks like Kimo. Oh, boy. Oh, this is bad. Oh, beautifully done. Beautifully done by Chico Navarro, but it looks like Hop Sing got a mild DDT there. It might be a mild concussion.
Well, what Chico needs to do is get one of these two back in the ring so he can get a pin. You know, he's not going to do him any good to have the other his opponents on the floor.
That's right. Now this is one of those situations where if Chico wins the match on a countout, he will not win the title. Correct, Dragon?
There you go. And there's Chico Navarro going down to the floor and getting somebody back in. He needs to do it quickly and watch for the count too.
Oh yeah, the count could go. I mean, this thing could be a triple count out, a double count out. Oh, pinball machine, old Hop Sing. He's no stranger to that one. Years and years of wrestling the Ballard brothers, years and years of wrestling with Lamperer. Oh, God. Hop Sing's been a great, great champion indeed. And Chico Navarro shows us just how resilient he is.